Next on MSK News, an exclusive interview with Holden Caulfield. We begin with MSK's Rob Monroy. Good afternoon, Holden.
Good afternoon, Rob.
Alright, to start off, now that you're more mature, being 26 years old, why do you feel you are frequently depressed during your teenage years?
Because of phonies like you, and my childhood wasn't exactly normal. My parents didn't pay much attention to me because they were preoccupied.
You often refer to people as being a phony. In your case, can you please describe a phony?
A phony is someone who is fake, not real, or a hypocrite.
What is an example of a phony, and why?
My brother DB is a great example because he was originally a short story writer. Now he writes movie scripts in Hollywood. He's what I call a prostitute.
When we come back, more on the interview with Holden Caulfield. Now we continue with Rob Monroy's exclusive interview with Holden Caulfield. Holden, tell me about your childhood.
Growing up in New York City wasn't exactly normal. My parents had no time for me, and my brother Allie died of leukemia.
I am so sorry to hear that, Holden. Please, tell us about Allie.
Allie was my little brother who died of leukemia. I have so many great memories with him. He was intelligent for his age, and everybody loved him. He used to write little poems on his baseball mitt during baseball, so he wouldn't get bored.
Do you have any other siblings?
Yes, I have a brother named DB and also a sister named Phoebe. Like Allie, Phoebe was intelligent as a child. She still has that red hair she had during her younger years. She's one of few people who I open up to with my feelings.
Holden, do you have a particular connection with Phoebe, which is the reason you feel so comfortable with her? Take this in the least offensive way, but you come off as a person who tries to hide their emotions.
I was 16 years old. Phoebe was so nice to me. She offered me her Christmas money, and she wanted to run away with me. We were very close as children because I didn't want her to lose her childhood innocence.
Please elaborate on Phoebe's childhood innocence.
I always wanted Phoebe to stay an innocent child, but I guess everything changes and still depresses me today.
Now that we're talking about your childhood, please tell me about how you were in school.
I don't really want to talk about it.
Please, Holden, not for me, but for the viewers.
Alright, for Christ's sakes, I wasn't exactly a good student. I got kicked out of 3 schools, Wooten, Elkton Hills, and Pensy Prep. I was failing 4 out of 5 subjects because everyone there were phonies.
Despite your horrible experiences in school, did you have a favorite teacher?
Yes, Mr. Antolini is my favorite teacher. He taught me at Elkton Hills. He was like a father figure to me. When I ran away, I went to go sleep at his house. He warned me of a terrible fall, which is what I ended up hitting.
What was your terrible fall? I am very curious.
I ended up in a mental institute. My parents wanted me psychoanalyzed, and then they got what they wanted. It was terrible. I had to recite everything that happened to me to a psychoanalyst. I wanted to get the hell out of there.
My gosh, Holden, how did you get through all those terrible situations?
To be honest, I don't know. I always had a red hunting hat that gave me comfort, which I brought with me. Whenever I felt nervous, I'd put it on, and it'd make me feel better. I always used to run away from my problems. I felt like the ducks in the lagoon.
When we come back, Holden opens up to his secrets of his teenage lifestyle. Ducks in the lagoon? What is that supposed to mean?
I always wondered where the ducks in the lagoon went in the winter. Now as I matured, I realized I was the ducks. I always ran away from my problems by preoccupying myself with things that didn't matter.
Well, folks, that concludes our exclusive interview with Holden Caulfield. Thanks for coming, Holden.